You are tuned into the Dr. Tina Show with Dr. Tyna Moore. For more, visit drtyna.com. Sarah Kennedy, thank you so much for coming all the way to Arizona to be on the Dr. Tina Show.
I'm just absolutely delighted to be here. And wow, is it beautiful?
I love it. I'm so excited. So you came all the way from New Zealand, and we are going to talk about your latest clinical study results, and we're going to preview them on this podcast. So I'm so excited.
So Calocurb, we call it, it's a natural GLP-1 activator. And what does that mean? We activate the release of 3 appetite-suppressing hormones, which are CCK, GLP-1, and PYY. But we don't just activate them, we activate them at 600% above base level. Now, why that's important is you don't get any behavioural change unless it's about 400%. So it came from science out of the New Zealand government. So, with the subsequent clinicals we showed that we got 40% reduction in craving, 30% reduction in hunger, and an average of an 18% reduction in calorie intake. And if you compare it to semaglutide is about 24-25% per day. So it has that equivalence. And of course, we're stimulating your own hormones. We're not putting in a synthetic hormone. So 16 years now and 30 million in clinical research, we have Calocurb, the product. So, in summary, this is 24 weeks, remember, we got 5.4% weight loss. So we'll talk about that a bit more, and we can put that into, but 5.4%. It was all fat, concentrated on the abdominal fat.
Yep.
And so abdominal fat, the treated ones, lost 3.5 times more abdominal fat than the placebo. You'd be a bit pissed off, wouldn't you, if you were the placebo? And the big thing was they maintained their muscle. We had no muscle loss, so they preserved that. So weight loss, amazing. All fat, really focused in the abdominal, the stuff that we don't want.
In the visceral or in the subcutaneous abdominal?
Visceral.
Clarify. Yeah, that's important because visceral fat's the bad
one.
Yeah.
And, it's what we get in menopause.
Yeah.
As we know, it all comes around the menobelly and that, and no muscle. So, how amazing was that?
Yeah.
I was just, and still are, over the moon. So you're going to get, this weight loss where you need it to be in muscle and where you need it to be in the fat.
Yeah.
So I'm thrilled with it. And then the other one, so that's gone in for it's published. And then the next one to be written up, remember I said we did the 3-month follow-up?
Yes.
So that means 3 months of these people, they were all full treatment.
So they were not on
placebo,
either.
No placebo, no Calocurb. And the Calocurb group, the ones that have been on Calocurb, continued to lose weight.
Amazing.
And that's why I'm so excited, because we had always hypothesized that we have upregulated your receptors. So we're kind of improving your gut-brain axis.
Mm-hmm.
So, so you carry on losing this weight. So 3 of that. And people say to me, well, what about now you've got oral GLP-1s? Well,
let's talk about that.
Yeah, look, there's nothing wrong with these drugs. But remember, when you take an oral, they're incredibly high dosage.
Yes.
So if you start on, say, a semaglutide at 2.5 milligrams, it's an injectable, you're taking 25 milligrams in a capsule, in a pill, right? You're still getting muscle loss. So you're going to lose weight, but up to 40% will be muscle loss. And all you're doing is avoiding the ejection. So, and people go, well, you're a capsule too. And I'm like, look, the big thing is we've talked about is these people are still going to want to come off at some stage. And their own natural GLP-1 has been reduced to 0, which is why you get this weight regain.
I think in the grand scheme of things, looking at this is the other part we have to touch on. I don't know if you guys have kept up with it, but the FDA is cracking down hard on compounded GLP-1s and pretty hard on the research peptide side of things too. I think they're coming from both sides.
Yes, they are.
And I just did a podcast about it. Like, I really encourage physicians, if you are if your practice is really leveraged on these compounded GLP-1s, like the day of reckoning is coming and people need to shift. And the only options out there right now that I think are really safe and also effective, I really think the brand name GLP-1s are working better than the compounded at this point. But because who knows what's coming out of China, and the whole industry just got so crazy. So really the only way to get a GLP-1 at this point in a vial form is to go through Eli Lilly.
Yes.
And you have to buy the brand name, and you're looking at $450 to $700 a month at least. And so that's it.
Because you feel full faster. That's basically what you say. So you just don't need to eat as much. I say, and I will continue to say this, it's not an if, it's a must when you come off the GLP-1 agonists,
let's talk
the
about
pharmaceuticals.
That.
Because remember, we talked about you have depressed your own endogenous appetite-suppressing hormones down to zero, right? So you come off, and this is why you get this intense, insane hunger.
Yeah, the rebound.
The rebound. So we act as this wonderful safety net when you come off, where we work with the body, we're super stimulating. Once again, we're helping restore that gut-brain axis. And we know over 90%, 95% of people will regain the weight, and they do it almost 2 to 3 times faster than they would have lost weight just on diet alone. So, and personally, I think a lot of it is to do with that hunger.
Oh yeah, and they suppress their gene. So okay. Well, I think I'm really excited. I'm so excited that you guys keep running really high quality studies.
Thank you.
And I'm honored you're my friend, and I'm so grateful you came out here. So thank you for educating us, and I hope that everybody will check it out. If you guys head to calocurb.com/Dr. Tyna, you get a great discount if you put in the code Dr. Tyna. And I will keep beating the drum on this because I think it's such an amazing tool, and I think it checks off the boxes, right? Like it potentially, and then I think it's a great tool to take adjunctively if you want to keep your GLP-1 production going while you're on a GLP-1.
Yeah, totally. And just, our vision is just to help people in everyday life.
Yeah.
So we've never just talked about weight. I'm just helping you. We are surrounded by food all day. We are surrounded by, I'm just trying to help you make better choices.
Yeah, absolutely.